Hey everyone, it's me Infinite Designer. Today, we will create this 3D and continuously rotating carousel animation in Alight Motion. Here I have used these logos of different AI tools. But you can use anything like images, logos, icons, texts, videos and anything else. So, let's begin. First of all, add a rectangle and make a background. Now before doing anything else, first send this rectangle back by setting the Z value to around 2000. Now increase its size and place it properly. Now add a rounded rectangle and make this type of shape. Now make this type of dark radial gradient onto this shape. Now add an inner glow effect onto this shape. Now here, first set the color to white and then decrease the hardness to 0. Now set the radius and alpha to around 10. Now we will add our object. Here I am using logos. So my first logo is black in color. So I will add a brightness effect and I will make it white by increasing the brightness. Now adjust its size and place it like this. Now add a text and place it properly. Now my first card is ready. So now select the shape, logo and text layer and make a group of them. Now we will make a rotating animation. So now go to moving options and first add a keyframe at 0 seconds. Now go to 1.15 seconds and add another keyframe. Now send this card back by setting the Z value to 500. Now move this group towards right by X and Y value. Now go to 3 seconds and add another keyframe. Now send the group to more backward by setting the Z value to 1000 at this keyframe. Now place the group again at the center at this keyframe. Now go to 4.15 seconds and add another keyframe. Now here, bring the group forward by setting the Z value to 500 again. Now move the group towards left at this keyframe. Now go to 6 seconds and add another keyframe. Now bring the group more forward by setting the Z value to 0. Now place the group to the center at this keyframe. By this our 360-degree rotation is ready. Now we have to animate this similar rotation for the second time. So add keyframe at 7.15 seconds and place the group in left side with Z value at 500. Now add keyframe at 9 seconds and place the group again at middle with Z value at 1000. Now add keyframe at 10.15 seconds and place the group at left side with Z value at 500. Now add a last keyframe at 12 seconds and place the group again at center with Z value at 0. Now add an exposure and gamma effect. Now here, add a keyframe at 0 seconds in exposure. Now keep the exposure at 0. Now go to next keyframe and decrease the exposure because our group is not in front center position. Now go to next keyframe and leave the exposure as it is because our group is not in the front. Now go to next keyframe and leave the exposure as it is at this keyframe also. Now go to next keyframe and now increase the exposure because now our group is in the front and center. Now do this similar thing with the second rotation also. Now go to Moving option and open Graph Editor. Now first make this graph. Now copy this graph. Now again go to 3 dots and paste graph to all keyframe. paste this similar graph to the all keyframes of the exposure effect also. Now for another cards, simply duplicate this group. Now go to Edit Group and first replace the logo by the Color and Fill menu. Now change the text accordingly. Now make another two duplicates of this group and replace the logos and the texts. Now ultimately, we have 4 card groups. So now to make them continuously rotating, first go to the second keyframe, which is at 1.15 seconds, and crop the second group from here. Now go to the third keyframe and crop the third group from here. At last, go to fourth keyframe and crop the fourth group from here. Now simply drag all the crop layers to 0 seconds. Now here, my animation is starting with this Chat GPT group. So now I will go to that keyframe where this Chat GPT card again come in front, which is at 6 seconds. And now crop all the layer from here. And with this, your carousel rotation is ready. Now add a nice shadow on every group to create a realistic depth effect. Now to make a continuous rotation animation, just select all the groups and make a group. Now duplicate this group and place it after the first group. If you want more rotations, then again duplicate the group and place them one another. And that's it for today's tutorial, in which we have simply created this continuous 3D carousel animation by using Alight Motion.